was in the gay agenda.
Oh, and then Whitney.
Sir.
I'm giving you everything.
Did y'all know it's two different versions of I'm Your Baby Tonight?
Yeah.
There's a version played here in the States, and there's a European version that sounds like the X-Men theme song.
What?
Yeah, that's why. That's why Whitney was caught up in legal troubles with Marvel, because they was like they tried to gimmick infringement and all that BS.
Ciao, boo.
But when you hear it,
ready?
Yeah.
Am I here? Yeah.
Okay. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
No, moving on.
But it don't sound the same. But because they put it out there like it was, it's like now you can't it's like now you hear Whitney.
Yeah, I don't like the European version. Give me the original version of I'm Your Baby Tonight, or the American version. Her vocals are slow. It seems off. Like I don't get it.
I get it. Moving on.
Especially if you know what the original is.
Cut the timer on, please.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Dinda.
Shut the fuck up, y'all.
What? Ginger? What?
We finna just offend everybody today. Then
you calling me a ginger?
Nigga, what?
I mean, actually, that wouldn't be. I mean, that'd be on par. Like they say, gingers is black people.
Well, the letters are rearranged. I mean, if you want to be specific, same letter.
True shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that explain why people don't dislike them too.
What you mean?
People don't like the gingers because they say they weird. They look weird and all that good shit.
Yeah. Welcome to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast. I'm your host, Brandy Wanya, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people in the world. How y'all feeling this week? Overdressed, I'm sure.
Yeah, nigga.
Because I feel underdressed.
Niggas out here building
I got
shade.
on a shirt.
They didn't give me the memo. I showed up today and with a t-shirt like I normally do.
This was in my closet.
And they decided they wanted to wear button-up shirts like we're about to do New Edition choreography and shit. I don't know.
Those dramatics.
Shut up, bitch.
Subpar dramatics. It could have been better.
That was funny.
Stop, yo. You gonna make it worse.
I didn't say anything.
I'm talking now. I'm talking to this one right here. Like, you gonna make it worse than what it really is.
Whatever you say, Gordon Gartrell. How y'all feeling this week?
I showed up.
If anybody under 30 comments and they know what the fuck Gordon Gartrell is, yo, you get 10 points from me.
Under 30.
Actually, if you under 30, you probably shouldn't even be watching us anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just being real. Cause like what my man said last week, we grown. We grown over here.
We grown.
Y'all good? Good. All right, y'all, bye.
That's all he got.
That's cool.
So, Shauna. You going? She rushing us today because she got somewhere to go. Where you going?
Let's not act like he didn't encourage me to go to the damn event.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
Where you going?
Me and my sister cousin are going to an event called Must Love Beards. It's
like
a day
beards?
party. I did. Well kept, glistening, well taken care of beards. Not the more raggedy, patchy ass beards. I don't like those.
Looking like Scarface.
Oh.
You heard she don't like Aaron.
Oh.
Tighten up, nigga.
Oh. You started. You shouldn't have started.
I didn't start it. He did. He did. He don't want to plant the shady tree. Because he feels underdressed.
That was me talking about me. I wasn't talking about you, bitch. Look at you making it about yourself.
Oh.
Again.
Oh. Oh.
This is really cute. Cause no, cause you're not watching how he looking into the camera when he say the shit. See. Motherfucker, you like give me that nod again, bitch.
Okay.
God damn it.
So we're going to an event called Must Love Beards. It's a day party, essentially.
I like beards.
I do. So something different.
What?
I was encouraged to start doing different things since my kid about to go to college.
Getting your ass ate with a beard, it feel different. Feel good.
I mean, I'm right when I'm with you, and I'm with you when you're right.
Look.
Yeah. So, yeah, we gonna see how this turns out. I'll be back with commentary in a later episode. Let y'all know what happened.
All right.
What happened?
All right now.
But my sister cousin sent me the alleged stats for the event, and we're going to see what happens. So, of course, it's a beautiful day outside. We had some warm days, so it's a beautiful day outside. So I got to change my bottoms because I was planning on wearing, some distressed jeans, but I heard it's a little hot.
It's like 90 degrees outside.
So I'm going to go put some shorts on.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. So the event is, that men without beards are welcome, they said.
Are they?
They are welcome. And as of right now, they said they have 203 RSVPs. Women had to pay, men are free. I just feel like the men with beards should get in free and the men without the beard should have to pay, but that's just my opinion. Looks like it's going to be a female DJ, so that should be pretty dope. And the age range, according to the stats, 5.9% are 25 to 29 years old. That's not my ministry.
Wait, what's the stats?
5.9%.
Okay.
25 to 29 years old.
Oh, yeah, that's too young.
9.8% are 30 to 34 years old. Okay. It's not my ministry either. 35.3% are between 35 and 39 years old. 27.5% are between 40 and 44. And over 45 years old is 21.6%.
So which range you fall in? Or range is?
And 35 and over.
Okay.
And 35 is pushing it. Seeing as how I'll be 40 in a couple months.
It's amazing how far 5 years go.
Yeah, that's still a little young.
So crack your back all the same.
87.5% are single, allegedly. 3.6% married. 8.9% in a relationship.
Why are you going to?
I don't know.
No.
So it wasn't. It wasn't marketed as a singles event, but still, we had the same questions.
No.
Look. No. Let me stay my gay ass out of straight business. Proceed.
No. Well, I mean, when you think about it, it's just
height ranges.
Oh shit.
10.9% up between 5'5" and 5'8".
That's right up your alley, ain't it, sis?
Go to hell. I'm up there, alley. They're not up my alley. 35.3% are between 5'9" and 5'11". 48.7% are between 6 foot and 6'3". And the 5.1% are between 6'4" and 6'6". So between that 5.1 and that 48.7, that's who I'm hoping. But just with the way my luck has been, the 5'5" one will be in my damn face.
So awesome. Hey, beard.
Looking like a garden gnome.
I get some milk.
No milk.
Garden gnomes. Must love garden gnomes.
Please stay away.
Aaron, I think that's the episode title. Must love garden gnomes.
And that's if they telling the truth about their height. Because they will lie like you ain't gonna see him in person. Like you're not gonna see him in person. I had a dude that told my best friend he was 5'10", but he didn't. My best friend is 5'3", but he did not know she had a best friend who is 5'8.5". Sir, I was taller than you. Why would you tell this girl that you were 5'10"? Why would you do that?
Because we said he was 6
knowing you
feet.
wanted to meet her in person. You thought that if you stood next to her, she would think that you was that tall because my boo cakes is 5'3". But you forget she had a best friend that's 5'8.5". I seen him. I said, I know you fucking lying. Stop lying about your height. It's up there with lying about your dick size. It's not okay. We're going to see it eventually. We're going to know.
Yeah.
They're going to know.
Yeah.
They're not going to know. We're going to know. I didn't know. 44.2% are parents. 55.8% are not. That's what it says.
Okay.
So those are the stats that are out for this party. We are going to see what happens. At the end of the day, I'm just going to spend some time with my sister cousin. She actually sent the event to me. And when I decided to go, I asked her to go with me because, I'm trying to get out the house as much as I can, considering her last few months. And, so she agreed to go, with me. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the wingman capacity because that's what she does. So we're going to see what happens.
We all love a good wingman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, the event is being thrown by a group called I Don't Do Clubs, but the event is at a club. Make it make sense. But whatever. I'm going to go and see how.
It makes sense because they're controlling the environment.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It says it's a nightclub and restaurant. I hope they got some good food.
Mm-hmm. They better have some honey lemon pepper wings.
Not honey lemon pepper wings. Wet.
With lemon pepper wings in the freeze cup.
In the freeze cup? A Slurpee.
I was like, nigga, that's a frozen cup. That's what I said, free cup. That ain't what the fuck you said, nigga.
That free cup.
You want one? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yes. Yes, I want one.
Yeah, I want free cup.
Shit.
So yes, let's see what happens. I'll be back with commentary in a future episode.
I can't wait for this.
Me neither.
They all gonna be Shauna's height and shorter.
And I'm wearing sneakers, so it's not like
And the one she
I'm not
picked,
gonna be able to tell.
the one she picked, they ain't gonna be Nomeo.
That's gonna make me walk away right then and there.
Donovan.
And y'all got him free, so I shouldn't have to pay
Terrell.
for no drinks. That's all I'm saying. Y'all didn't have to pay
Big
for a
Scott.
ticket. Big Scott. You got to be big and be named. No, because that's up there with a big bitch named Tiny. So
I said his name was like Lil Rick or something.
Big Scott, he like 5'7".
I used to be big when I was young, but I lost the weight. So
You lost height too? I don't think the people really shrink. They
maybe
say
we the
people
same
shrink
height when we lay down.
True shit.
Well, we not the same height when we
True
hold hands
shit.
walking down the street. I don't want to look like I'm holding Trey's hand. I'm not doing it. I'm tired.
because they have a beard.
No. Trey might have a beard one day. He might come back from college
Not
with a
today.
beard.
Shit.
Not today.
He might come back from college with a beard.
Shit.
You never know. Not too much on my son.
I'm not.
He might come back with a beard.
He better start eating. What?
I ain't getting in that.
That's how he is. Shit. That's how.
Good job, because I'm about to make the grays out this nigga beard over here.
Oh, hey, nigga, they still growing it. Don't do that.
Anyway.
So, do y'all want to do question of the week first, or y'all want to do the documentary review first?
Before we get into either one of those, I got a few things to get off my chest.
Oh Lord! Oh, you got notes this week?
We didn't talk about this
Okay,
last episode.
go ahead.
This situation, for those of y'all, this, of course, by the time y'all see this situation came out a few weeks ago. This situation with Brandy and Wanya.
Did you read her book?
I have not
Are
read
you
the
going
book
to?
yet.
You plan on reading her book?
Yes, I'm going to read the book. This just further proves how male-centered, how pick-me some of y'all females are. And it further proves how trifling, no good, and low-key pedophilic some of y'all niggas is. Because the fact that y'all are sitting there, not holding him accountable, and putting all the blame on a girl who was 16 years old, saying she knew better, but so did that 22-year-old man that was messing with her. He knew he was too old to be dealing with her. If you go back and look at the Breakfast Club interview that they did some years back, you will see him make comments talking about she was old enough to get it. And then you're trying to cover it up. The internet is forever. So you have to be very, very careful of the things that you say on the internet. But I'm glad that some of y'all say the things that y'all say because it just shows us exactly who y'all motherfuckers are. A little girl, a teenage girl, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is never fast enough to catch a grown man. And y'all are so quick to talk about these girls being fast, but y'all never get to the root of what is causing these girls to be so hypersexual, if they are hypersexual. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all ain't worth a damn. And y'all probably should have been spit into a napkin and flushed down the toilet.
Ooh, wee.
I mean...
And I mean that so much. It pisses me off. She was 16 years old. Your fucking frontal lobe is not even fully developed at 16 years old. You understand? And the first thing that they are quick to say is, I remember some of y'all getting picked up by grown men when y'all was in high school. Guess what? Them grown men was a pieces of shit. They was wrong too. So you saying that to try to defend this bullshit makes you look fucking crazy. It does. And when this gets posted and this clip gets cut, and if I see anybody in the comments trying to defend this bullshit, I promise you your ass is getting blocked, and I might report you to your fucking employer. And I hope that y'all don't have children to work around children, because y'all can't be trusted. There's no excuses. None whatsoever. There's no way that y'all can fucking justify this shit. There's no way in hell. No way in hell y'all can justify that bullshit. And now he's trying to deny it. They trying to say they wasn't messing around until they waited until they was 18. That look crazy too. If you wait until somebody turn 18, I mean, you've been attracted to them, but you know they're not old enough for you to be dealing with it, so you wait for them to turn 18. I.e. Marcus Houston nasty ass. I had to get that off my chest. That's been pissing me off. I've been trying to avoid reading the comments and stuff, but it's been popping up on my timeline everywhere. And to see people try to defend that bullshit, ain't no defending that bullshit.
I don't think as much as defending.
And he got daughters.
Yeah, I don't think as much as defending it. It's just, back then, that's just what it was.
No.
And a lot of, of course, for us, we look at it like, yo, that shit is weird. But you got to think about a lot of our grandparents, and their grandparents was like 13, and the niggas was like 20.
That's true.
20, 25 and shit. And
that's true.
And it's always been, like, for them, it's been, that's just normal. But it is fucked up that they blame the girl. They blame the girl because she ain't really doing, like, she didn't do it. She didn't like, put it out there that, like, that's what there's some girls that do that shit, but sometimes in the situation it's like, yo, it's the guy. Yo, why are you attracted to this 16-year-old girl?
Mm-hmm.
Why, what is it about her that, that entice you, or not even just 16, but any underage girl? It's like, yo, what is it about this person that's like that, or these kids that got you like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up from school.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger girls, yo, they're enticed by, oh, my boyfriend drop me off and he can pick me up, drop me off, pick me up, and it's like, yo, they hopping out the car, but it's like, as kids, we, as kids, we looking at people that we went to school with, messing with them, like, ew, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he know how old you are.
The perspective, like, in those situations like that, I wouldn't blame like you said, I wouldn't blame somebody Brandy's age,
mm-hmm.
because she was the child in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
At 22 years old, man, maybe it's different because they were both celebrities. And per the interview I did watch like a part of Wanya's interview where he said that her mother reached out to him because Brandy was a huge fan of Boyz II Men, and it started off with them just being friends, and he was kind of like her protege, and they got closer. But at 22 years old, why didn't you stop that?
Mm-hmm. Even if she was coming on to you, even if she was flirting with you, you are 22 years
16.
old. She was 16, and you knew she was 16.
And emotionally volatile.
My whole thought process is, and it has always been, if I was the adult in this situation, if I was 21, 22, 23 years old, one, I wouldn't be kicking it with nobody in fucking high school still that I was not related to.
At all.
And two, date them or sleep with them, regardless of what the age of legal consent is.
That's another thing I kept seeing people bring up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Had a homeboy like that, we start fucking.
There's a lot of shit that's legal that shouldn't be fucking legal. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
People, I remember years ago, I got into an argument
disgusting.
with somebody on Twitter, some guy, when Boosie, it came out that Boosie hired like a stripper or somebody to sleep with his teenage sons.
Yeah, to perform oral sex on his teenage sons and his nephew or something like that.
Their first sexual experiences.
Yeah, they was like 13.
And I literally said, these are underage boys. Like,
and he need to go to jail, and so do the girl that participated.
She does too, because
she should have went to jail. And y'all still fucking blasting that nigga music and liking his shit. That's crazy.
I said that. I don't care. She could have been 18, 19 years old. They were children. I said the legal age of consent in Louisiana, if this is where this took place, is 16. Children or nobody under their age can consent to sexual acts legally with somebody over their age. That is sexual assault. Yep. Legally sexual assault.
Yeah. And I don't understand how he did. He right out said it. It wasn't no speculation. It came out his own mouth.
Yeah.
It came out his own mouth.
You'd be surprised.
And nothing happened.
You'd be surprised at how many boys out here have. We think at that age, oh shit, I'm fucking an older girl. I'm 15, I'm 14, fucking an 18-year-old, or 14, fucking a 25-year-old. Oh, she gave it to me.
And that's why
I lost my virginity to a 25-year-old, and it's a nigga, like, give me 5, or you get points for sleeping with somebody that much older.
These emotionally unavailable, unintelligent men and women out here.
It's a thing where you don't realize. A lot of people don't realize until they're much older and they're adults. You mean, yeah, I fucked the 25-year-old when I was 13. Oh wait, nigga, that's rape. Why would a grown ass woman at 25 or 26 be interested in a 13-year-old? I just seen a story like that.
The lady came in and called the girl, the 20-something-year-old girl, in bed with her 13-year-old son, and she was recording her, and she was cussing the girl out, and the girl was like, just let me leave. No, bitch, no, the police is coming. You ain't going nowhere till the fucking police get here. You knew my son was fucking 13 years old. They was like, well, he was out in the streets, and he was doing this, he was doing that. No. But if you see the little boy, he still looked 13. He looks like a child. She knew he was a child. She knew he was nothing to what age. Now, my son is 18, and he looks younger than his age.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He absolutely, he doesn't look 18, almost 19 years old. He looks like he about 14, 15. Yeah. So there's no way a bitch can come in and tell me, oh, I thought he was older than what he was. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because at 16, the boy ain't look 16. He looked 12.
Yeah.
So that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It was another situation. I'll give you an example. Miss Pat, last season, it might have been season 2. She did a episode. It was either season 2 or 3. She did an episode where her youngest son, he was like 15, and it was a girl that worked at the mall or something. She was in her 20s, and he was about to sleep with her. They was about to have sex or whatever, and the sister heard what was going on. She went and said something to their older brother, and the older brother was like, it wasn't a big deal to him, because when he was his age, his same thing happened with him. It was an older woman. He was like 13 or 14. It was an older woman. And he said his older cousin came to him and was like, it's time for you to poke something. And it was a woman that was in her 20s or something. So he thought that shit was normal until the sister broke it down to him and was like, what if it was the other way around? What if it was a man that age trying to come at me? And she was like 16. And he was like, oh no, that's disgusting. So she said, so what's the difference? That's a double standard. Yeah. They look at it as a what's the word I'm looking for? As a badge of honor when it comes to boys, but it's the nigga is a creep when it comes to women. All of them is creeps. 100%. There are female creeps out here, people.
And I look at it from the perspective of, if that was my child, would I want my child in this situation, regardless of whether it was a boy or a girl? If you 15 years old and somebody 20, 22, 25 was sniffing around talking about some, we close.
You gotta fight me.
No, fuck no. Get your old ass the fuck away from my child.
If somebody, it's a guy who was on a show, I was watching some show, and he was like 18 or 19, and this woman was in her 30s, and he had a young mother, and she was in her 30s, and she couldn't understand why the woman didn't want her son. And the woman said, oh, bitch, you're old enough to be his mother. Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? Would you want me messing with your son? Well, I would just want my son to be the woman. Matter of fact, the woman was her friend. And she let the woman come stay with her. And the woman started sleeping with that lady's son. And she said, I'll let you come stay in my house. I trusted you. And this is what you was doing behind my back. You was sleeping with my damn 18, 19-year-old son. To me, that says you been eyeing my son this entire time. Me and you been friends. So now, bitch, we gotta fight. We gotta tussle. You gonna have to see me. You gonna have to see me, and I will smile in my mugshot. If you bring your funky ass anywhere near my 18 or 19 year olds, I don't give a fuck that he legally grown. I don't care. Again, his frontal lobe ain't fully fucking developed. He ain't gonna make the best fucking decisions. But you, as a fucking adult, should have some goddamn 100%. Sense. And there's nothing that you can tell me that a 36-year-old has in common with a fucking 18-year-old. I am almost 40, and I ain't got a goddamn thing in common with my damn son. We ain't got nothing in common.
I mean, you got something in common. You came out your coochie.
I mean, that. We say a DNA. We might like some of the same shows and shit, but me and my son ain't. I wouldn't go and then find somebody my son age.
Oh fuck no.
My son age, we ain't got a goddamn thing. I'm raising a child your age, just like that's why I said this shit about Dre and Michelle. She's another fucking pervert, and I said it. It's an opinion. You can't sue me, bitch. You're a fucking pervert. That boy is a year older or a year younger than your fucking son. What do y'all have in common? And you wouldn't hit a baby by that boy because he got money. That's what it was. Y'all have nothing in common. If y'all have anything in common, that means he's not that. He ain't that damn mature. So that means you're very, very immature if you got anything in common with a 22, 23-year-old and you 40. Something ain't right. That shit is disgusting.
That's funny because me and Keita had this same conversation because she was saying like AJ, couldn't be nobody that like AJ knew like a coach or something like he knew it was like his whole life. She would have a problem with it. Like she said she would have a problem with it, and I would, and me just playing devil's advocate. I'm like, what if it's a situation of like he happy type shit? You know what I'm saying? But then she was like, nah, she would still have a problem with it. But it's that don't bring that shit around me. It's
disgusting.
And
they were showing the other day where they made it look like Tommy Lee was out here messing around with Solange's son. Bitch, are you crazy?
I saw that video.
You older than Solange.
I saw that video.
You gotta see me. And from what we seen, Solange like the tussle, bitch.
It's weird.
Wouldn't be me.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's a weird. It's
disgusting.
Some people are traumatized in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, back to the point I was making earlier, boys, we don't realize that that's a form of trauma you're taking on by you 13, 14, fucking a 25, 26, a 30-year-old woman, and that fucks with your.
Ask yourself why she can get somebody her own age.
Because you may see it as a badge of honor initially, but then you wonder why years later shit ain't working out in your relationship. So you equate sex to all of these things because of the trauma that you have from that situation that you don't even realize it's fucking trauma.
My nail tech, I was talking to her the other day, and she asked me,
"Nah, bro,
would I date somebody?" I was saying like, what's too old for me? And I was like, somebody in their 50s, I don't think I can do it. I can't do it because my parents, my parents, my mother is in her late 50s. My bonus mom is in her late 50s. My daddy would have been 60 this year. So to date somebody in their mid-50s, it's a possibility they went to school with one of my grandparents or my older cousins and stuff. We don't have anything in common.
We was on a cheerleading team together back
I bring you to the cookout. I went to school with this nigga. That's weird.
Shit.
That's weird.
That's the same thing with me.
I'm turning 40 this year. That's somebody 50 and older. And I actually met dealt with a guy that was in his. I didn't know at the time that he was that old because he didn't look it. He didn't look like it. He would have been 50 something this year. He passed away, but he would have been in his mid 50s. But when I met him, I was in my like late 20s, early 30s. He was in his mid 40s. I didn't know that because he did not look it.
Yeah.
I found out later on that by the time I was already hunching on the daggone man. But I didn't know. But he sure knew how old I was.
Yeah. You sent him to the upper room.
That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
That coochie sent that man onto the great beyond.
That was the cancer. It wasn't me.
The same way you feel about that and the way you mentioned is the same way I feel about me dating people. Because my siblings, older brother or sister, my mom's two older children are Shauna's parents' age. So I couldn't, and a lot of my cousins, like the first batch of my grandmother's grandchildren, are around Shauna's mother's and father's age. I think my oldest cousin turned 60 this year.
My mother has nieces and nephews that are around her age because she was the youngest of all of my grandmother's children.
My niece,
she was the youngest of 7. Right.
So I would not feel comfortable dating somebody older than maybe 44, 45. Because it's like,
that's where I'm at right now.
Especially everybody from fucking Baltimore because
right in there.
You know what?
Nigga, could you I tell you, I'd be fucking mortified to run into one of my fucking cousins and find out they went to fucking Walbrook together. or fucking Merva or Douglas.
What you mean y'all dated in high school? Oh, Jesus. Ugh.
Well, look, first off, bitch, if I dated one of my cousin's exes, bitch, he came out after the fact. My cousin, we're not from over east. We was my cousins went to Carver. They didn't go to Merva because we from West Baltimore. But still, I could not imagine. My soul will leave my motherfucking body.
Yes.
If I'm out on a date with some nigga.
Or if I tell my mother I want her to meet my new boyfriend, and she told me, girl, we went to Southern together.
Yeah, we went to Carver together.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, he graduated the year before me. Nigga, what?
That's weird. So no, I couldn't.
Go Warriors.
I couldn't do it. I hope my son meet him a nice little.
I'm gonna go worry my ass right out in the fucking traffic.
I hope my son meet a nice little gal.
And I go in the fucking bikini there with a fucking Jerry curl, posing for the fucking track with the track team, like
what they go to, right?
The gold tooth and the Jerry. Back in the class of fucking 87.
With the letter in it. That's what my mama had. My mama had my mama had that J for a long time. My mama had that J and that gold tooth for so damn long that when she finally got rid of it and had a regular tooth, it was weird. Yeah. Like she still had it after her two oldest grandchildren was born. She still had that damn tooth. And one Tracy and her, he said, Nana, something missing. Because her grandchildren had that daggone tooth for a long time. Okay.
I could not. Ooh, that's creepy.
She had that French roll with the studs and shit in it with the finger waves.
Oh my God.
And or the asymmetrical cut or the mushroom and that gold tooth. And if I see you in my mother's class pictures, no. You know, I damn sure it's disgusting. You know, Stop trying to normalize this shit.
You know I couldn't date nobody my mother's age or my aunts and uncles' age. They fucking 70s.
Your bills be paid.
Bring a man home and he didn't retire from MTA the same year Pop did. The fuck?
Yeah, I used to work at Verizon with your uncle. My uncle that just retired from Verizon. Yeah, we went to Douglas together back when it was still fucking segregated.
Baby. When it was the coloreds and the whites.
That was the colored high school for Baltimore back in the
Man, it's nothing y'all can do to convince me. Y'all make excuses. This one woman, I remember reading some comments about a similar story, and the woman was like, that's not true because I was 17 and I met my husband and he was 28 and we're still together. Okay, you married a pedophile. Next. What did y'all have in common? You weren't mature for your age. You were not mature for your age.
No, we get it. It's different times. Because like you said earlier, different shit that was happening 30, 40 years ago.
But that was about survival. If your grandmother was 14 getting married to somebody and the man that's going away in the service because she ain't had no choice. They was getting married off.
Yeah.
It's not those times anymore. We is free.
Women can get credit cards now.
We can get credit cards. We can get bank accounts that don't have our husband's name on it. We can get jobs that we couldn't get before. We don't have to be maids and nannies and all that other stuff and housekeepers. We free now. We don't get the leftovers from what the folks ate in the house. We don't have to eat chitterlings and
you're talking about chitlins again.
Why y'all bring up chitlins, yo?
Every fucking episode.
I don't understand.
Don't eat the fucking chitlins.
We don't have to eat that stuff no more, y'all. We don't have to eat sauce and tripe and hog head cheese. We don't have to. We is free. We is free.
I ain't talking about fucking head cheese.
I'm good on that. But we say all that to say, yuck. Find somebody your own age. Shit.
Most men, they go for younger women. They go for younger women because they know older women no, they ain't worth a damn.
They ain't gonna put up with their shit.
They ain't worth a damn.
I mean, yeah, potentially.
Ain't no grown woman about her shit gonna put up with you. That's why you go into them young
You know this nigga at the table, at the oven table, was fucking on a 50-year-old when he was like 29 before he got married. Shit, no gums.
29? I got married at 25.
Oh, fuck. I mean, 19. My bad, sis. I didn't mean... That's gonna come out.
God damn, I'm about to say, wait a minute, nigga. What the fuck?
My bad. I got the dates mixed up.
Yeah, I mean...
You about to get his ass whipped.
She gonna whip my ass. Nigga, you knew this whole time and they said nothing. No, I don't know nothing. Sorry, sis.
Oh no, everything would have been scorched earth, cause
and I'm sitting there like that.
Nah, because I be like, these niggas, they right is right, son, and they put some shit out there, and she be like, yeah, I'm saying, yeah, and then for some shit like that to happen, nigga,
we would have said something.
No, but I'm saying
we told Aaron and we told Keita this. We are not the friends that lie for you like that.
No, don't do that.
You fuck around on your wife,
and you got a good woman, nigga.
Woman, I'm telling.
Snitching.
You can be mad at me.
I might not tell directly, but there will be hints.
I record a voice note and snitch on you. I'm gonna let you tell. Like, oops.
You will accidentally get a text message. You will get a certified letter to the house.
We not them kind of friends.
And he can't open your mail because that's a felony.
Don't do no fuck shit around me because I'm telling your wife.
I'm snitching.
I'm a real friend.
Don't have me being the wingman and you married.
I'm
not doing
fucking
it.
up your
I'm
happy
telling.
home. Hey, well, my single ass.
And they out here looking at me sideways talking about birds of a feather.
The fuck that.
I'm telling. I will be that person.
Oh, Aaron, your wife says she wants to talk to you when you get home.
I had a good girlfriend that was married, and I had a cousin that was trying to get her for years. Kept trying to get her, even after she got married. And I told him, I said, you had your chance way before she got married, and you did nothing about it, so leave it alone. And she would flirt with him, and this, and this. And I said, let me tell you something, bitch. What I'm not going to do. Well, we'll talk about it in a minute. What we not going to do. And was devastated when she got married.
Well.
And he kept trying. And I was like, you can keep trying all you want. I'm not going to let... I'm going to do everything I can to block this shit, even though I wasn't... And this was after a lot of stuff that came out, and I wasn't the biggest fan of her husband at the time. But you still ain't about to do that shit on my watch.
Should we go into question of the week?
Shit.
I wasn't going to let it happen.
I ain't talking about you, bro. I ain't talking about you, bro. She done went for it.
Oh, she done went for it, but it wasn't gonna happen on my watch. Cause I'm damn. Cause you already had issues with me because I was single. Now you gonna be like, oh yeah, cause you facilitated that. You hooked her up with your cousin. I didn't do a damn thing. I can't tell nobody to do with that coochie cat.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I ain't do a motherfucking thing.
What I can do is block.
What y'all niggas need, what niggas like that need to understand is, it's not hard. Like, yo, you make it easy for a nigga. All a nigga gotta do is throw a compliment, throw a couple compliments and buy, get a couple on little apple pie, McDonald's apple pies or some shit.
Not a couple McDonald's apple pies.
But I'm just saying.
Not you calling it easy.
Nah, but when you do, it's not necessarily being easy, but when you think about that shit, it's like you getting what you're not getting at the house. And then it's like, yo, it's easy. Like, that nigga could have just gave you a cup of water and just showed you a little attention and, asked you about your day.
Not a cup of water and showed you something.
Asked you about your day and shit, made you feel important. And it's like, and all he gotta do is say, yeah, I got you. Don't even worry about it. You can ride with me. And that's it. That's why niggas like that, niggas like that's self-centered and, self-absorbed like that, bro. You gotta watch out because them work cousins be trying to come and get them. Choose your love. I never fall out of rubber.
Because what you're not gonna do is put me in the middle of some shit. Nope, don't do it around me. Now, what happens when I ain't around, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I won't facilitate it.
Yeah,
I won't.
But that's a real.
I'm telling.
No, but that's a real. But that's a real friend though. We talk about it a lot. Friendship is really, really big, and holding your and being a good friend is holding your friend accountable for the shit that they do. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these.
And if you get mad at me, be mad, bitch. Get glad. I call you tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
So
what we doing, dude?
Question of the week time?
Yeah.
Welcome to the question of the week segment of the show.
Bomb. Yeah, we got it. Yup, we was on point.
You said we missed it last week.
I know, right?
Hey, editor's note. I'm the editor. Y'all usually let me finish my spiel first before y'all do that.
We did.
All I said was, welcome to the question of the week.
I don't remember that part.
No shit.
You can't have it both ways, yo.
Shut up. Y'all threw me the fuck off. I guess I'm going to do this part out of order. And on the question of the week segment of the show, I scour the interwebs. All of it. Read my TikTok FYP because where the hell else would I look? I find the shit. Then I save it to the group chat. And I pull it up and read it on the fucking shit. All right, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was funny.
Y'all done? Okay. Homeowners.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell.
What's something no one warned you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard. Why am I crying over grout kind of stuff? Me and Shauna might be triggered at this one. You ready? Oh, and this is the picture, by the way. That don't look good.
You're going to make me through this shit so...
Yo, I felt that why am I crying over grout, yo?
It was not the right shade of white. I wanted eggshell. I didn't want this fucking platinum coochie white.
Not platinum coochie white.
Go back and watch last week's show.
Platinum Kitty, bro.
Platinum Kitty.
That be called Rose B.
Last week's episode was called Mr. Homeowners. What's something no one warns you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard, why am I crying over grout type stuff. The work never stops, ever. It's always something.
Yep.
And when you think it's done, you're just forgetting something.
Yep. I'm tired. I got 3 projects right fucking at least.
As soon as I fix one leak, now I gotta replace the floor. Now I gotta replace the subfloor.
Yeah.
So
I gotta replace the subfloor. Now I gotta replace the floor.
I gotta replace the knob on my fucking the fixtures on my bathtub right now.
Okay.
I think my garbage disposal didn't went up on me.
Again?
This time, last time, it was off for a while, and then one day I just randomly hit the button and it came on. Yeah, it ain't working.
Something was probably stuck in
and
the
it was leaking. I had to put a bucket under it to catch the damn water. And then my refrigerator started leaking out of nowhere. I'm tired.
Well, in my hallway outside of my utility room, the laminate floor planks start to come up. I don't know why they're shifting. So it's gaps starting to pop in between the floors. No, the floor settles and shit. So now I need to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get them to go back. And the floor, it's like a low spot that randomly popped up in one area. I don't know.
Homeowning is ghetto.
Yeah. I love it because it's still cheaper than rent. It's still cheaper than fucking rent.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I'm getting my I went to Home Depot a couple of days ago for light bulbs because I needed some more.
Oh, I got a shit ton of light bulbs up in my closet.
Yeah, I buy the LCD ones just to save energy. And I signed up for a HVAC inspection for like $30 because I ain't had one in like 4 years.
That's smart.
Yeah, I was like, season coming before it get too hot.
I need to get mine looked at too.
Yeah, because the last time, when my HVAC actually died during the cold snap in 2021, last time it got serviced.
Mine did the same thing during the heat. I was in here going through it.
The guy who fixed it was like, so your system is like 8 years old. You can replace it. It'll be $19,000. I said, fuck you.
American dollars.
I was like, the system. He said, yeah, the system's fine, but it's getting kind of old. So if you want to replace it now, you can. I said, why would I replace a system that's working? Homeowners. What's something no one warned you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard, why am I crying over grout type of stuff. Get the house spray for bugs when you move in. Your home inspector won't check for bed bugs and fleas, and they are the worst. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially that bed bug
It's just
shit, bro.
thinking about it.
I think they check for termites.
They check for termites.
So the ones here check for termites. But they don't check for all the other bugs and stuff.
They do check for infestation. Well, my inspector checks for infestations.
Right.
Yeah. Any signs of infestations. They did check for that.
Right.
They went up in my attic and everything. He said, you want to come up here? No. No, it's not.
No, I'm good.
It's dark. And I like it. I did go peek. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
If I hear footsteps over my fucking head, I'm just going to put something up underneath the damn thing so they can't open it. And I'm running.
Wow.
So I put something under there.
We're lucky. Somebody in another building in my community, maybe clear on the other side, they have mice. And I'm like, no. No. See, being a homeowner, you learn how to do your own shit because it costs money to call people to come in and do shit for you.
Yep.
And I've shared it on the show. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. When it comes to home improvement, it's two things Brandon don't fuck with. Plumbing and electricity. Everything else, I'm going to find a TikTok video, a YouTube tutorial or something.
Luckily for like the smaller things, I got family that come in look at this stuff.
For what?
So you can keep the rodents and shit out.
Nigga, I use chemical. I use poison for that. No, but I'm good. I use my own pest mate.
Yeah, they don't like peppermint.
I don't like it either. Peppermint smell good, but God, no, nigga, I want chemicals. Give me the shit that the fucking pest control companies is using. I spray my own shit down.
But see, I gotta be careful what I put down because of Chase.
I ain't got no pests in my house.
Yeah, so I gotta find certain things and put it in places where she don't go.
Yeah.
Like the corners and stuff that she can't get into.
I got some, the old school, the dishwashing gloves, the rubber ones that come up here. I got me a 2X size because I got big ass hands and arms. Like I'm going into surgery. And I got the little poison. I'll be putting shit all up and everything. I'll be all up under the cabinets like.
Yep, that's right.
Because it's expensive as shit to pay for pest control. You mean I can buy this shit off Amazon for $60 and have it for 2 years and do my own pest control? Shit. I just don't have to breathe the shit in. Next one. Homeowners. What's something no one warns you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sink in the yard, why am I crying over grout type of stuff. When you hear a random noise, you pray for a ghost instead of something breaking down.
Yep. Yep.
Did I tell you? Apparently, the toilet in my second bathroom, the flush, what's it called?
Handle.
Usually when toilets, when you flush, it pops back on its own. That one did not. And
I had that
the
issue
water
too.
had been running for days before I realized it. Because a lot of times I walk around the house with headphones on, like my AirPods and shit, so I don't be hearing shit in the house. I'm in the house, it's just me and shit, so I'll be fine. But I took my headphones off one day. I think they needed to charge, and I was like, I hear running water. If you hear running water, it's like, oh, fuck.
Where is that coming from?
Thankfully, it was in the toilet, but the toilet had been running it had been about 3 or 4 days at that point before I realized it. That fucking water bill came.
Oh, shit.
Poor thing. He looked like Fuchsias and Boys in the Hood.
Oh shit!
I felt like Lawrence Fishburne. That bill came and it said I had used 8,000 gallons of water for that quarter. My usual was between 5 and 6. That quarter, the projection was 8,000 because the water had just been running.
Who did this? Y'all got me fucked up. I don't need to be home.
That's also part of the reason why when I started getting rid of some of my plants because I have to water 30 plants. That's water I have to pay for. Anyway, next fucking one. It's getting under my fucking skin. Homeowners, what's something no one warned you about? Not the property taxes or mortgage. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard, why am I crying over grout type of stuff. The county can just decide your house is worth more than what you purchased it for, so you pay taxes on this imaginary number, even though you could never sell your home for that much. Yep. My property taxes went up 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
And my water bill went up.
Your rates went up? Yeah, my rates went up too.
Yeah, they went up. I got my water bill up there. I said, who this for? And our stuff is quarterly.
Yeah, mine too.
And it still went up. I said, oh.
But we could be in the city paying monthly water bill.
Baby, my coworkers told me what hers looked like. I said, ooh. I said, baby, you need to get you a well.
Fuck. That's an underground stream right here somewhere. Shit.
Good Lord.
Oh, shit,
Keita said something to me, interesting thing, talking about, in some states it's illegal to catch rainwater.
Yeah.
And I was like,
California is one of them. Yeah.
I said, to catch rain? You mean the water from the earth?
From the sky.
They can't pass a
They claim it belongs as property of the state. So
bullshit.
to replenish aquifers and stuff.
Child, boo. Come on.
And states that have like bad
That
droughts.
just made me think about that damn documentary. Let's talk.
Okay, let's do a couple more. We can get to documentary. Homeowners. Yeah, I know. Sorry. What's something no one warned you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard. Why am I crying about? Crying over grout type stuff. Plants. Plants are expensive. When I see a pretty yard, I always think, oh, they got money. Yeah.
That you got to water that stuff to keep it green.
You got to pay to get that stuff put in or put it in yourself, spend weeks on it, planting stuff.
That's why that little patch in front of my house still empty.
I'm gonna tell you
I had my homeboy pull them damn weeds and stuff up out of that little, and I said I was gonna go buy me some flowers and plant them. And then I remembered I probably got to water that shit. Never mind.
Yeah,
gardening.
I want to put something out there though, because it's a nice little spot. You know, it would be pretty for a garden. But
next one. This one applies to my ass. Homeowners. What's something no one warned you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard. Why am I crying over grout kind of stuff? If you're buying a 20 to 30-year-old house that's been mostly untouched, no matter the condition it's been kept in, you're buying a house full of very expensive things that are at the end of their lifespan, and they all go out in quick succession. Plan accordingly.
Stove, refrigerator,
Fuck yeah.
dishwasher.
Because all this shit been here since 1969.
I moved into my place November of 2019. My hot water heater went up March of 2020. I was showering at the gym for about 2 weeks.
They had just replaced mine when I moved in, luckily.
Well, mine was like 18 years old and had apparently never been serviced, or it had been at least 5 or 6 years since it had been serviced before I moved into it. So the guy was like, yeah, we need to replace this. I had get a home warranty. Please get a home warranty. I had a home warranty my first year. I actually still have one now. A different one because they didn't renew my policy. But get a home warranty. Because I guess I hit them up for too much money. But I had a home warranty that first year. That was about $7,000 in work to get the whole hot water heater replaced, the permits. I paid like $800 out of pocket for that. Get a home warranty. I got homeowners insurance and a home warranty. If my HVAC go up, they're going to...
Well, I had to get my siding replaced. And this one guy tried to quote me $1,900. And I said, just for that front part? Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, it might have been more than that. I called my brother-in-law. He got his people. Because I tried to go through my homeowner's insurance, but my deductible was higher than what I ended up paying. I ended up paying $800 and got that shit fixed. And it looks brand spanking new. And they did that shit within some hours. I looked and was like, damn, y'all done already? Okay.
Last one. Homeowners. What's something no one warned you about? Not the mortgage or property taxes. I mean the random, totally unhinged, sinkhole in the yard. Why am I crying over grout kind of stuff? I had an actual sinkhole. It was caused by years of a small leak in a pipe in my backyard. Because it was 10 feet away from my house, it was technically the city's responsibility, so they came and fixed it for free. Know your local laws and regulations.
That's right. My homegirl had something. It was a pipe that caused her basement to back up. And they had to, the city had to fix it, including drying her basement out and all that other stuff.
It's different. I know a lot of people's homes, I know especially in my condo, the shutoff valve for my water is in the sidewalk. So past the sidewalk is my responsibility. The water utility company is only responsible to the shutoff valve. And I had a leak a few years ago. I think I talked about my water was leaking from the pipe before it got to my meter. So I was never charged for it. But there was like a leak that never dried on the sidewalk next to my building. My HOA traced it and found out it was mine. I was like, they put a camera down there and showed me. That thing was like an open faucet that was just running 24/7 for about 8 months until I had to pay to get that whole pipe replaced. And then they found a second leak when they was fixing my neighbor's floors. Home ownership is fucking ghetto, but it's still cheaper than rent, especially in this area.
Very true.
Boom. Oh, we doing a documentary. Live from Livernois and Finkel?
No.
It wasn't Tubi.
Oh, no.
Live from the 9th Ward.
What's up with you saying, baby? No.
Nah, you can't do the baby.
That was the best part of the damn documentary. Everything else pissed me the fuck off.
So, we getting it out. We'll do a Tubi movie review whenever this one decides to put one on the list for us to watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to find more. I'm in the middle of one right now, and I want to finish watching it before I give it to y'all.
Hopefully, she gives us more than a day's notice.
I am.
Because I can't be driving in the car up 95.
I'll finish it at some point while I'm off.
Well, we got 5 episodes coming up, I think, in June, so we can fit it in there. Sorry, y'all. We have editor's notes. Sorry. So, this is actually a review episode. And I had them watch a review entitled Katrina, Come Hell or High Water. It's a 2025 documentary on Netflix by Spike Lee detailing the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, starting from the storm and seeing how the subjects of the initial documentary and the city of New Orleans has fared in the 20 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall on August 29th, 2005. I actually sat up one night and watched all 3 episodes like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was a fan of, When the Levees Broke. It's actually one of my favorite documentaries of all time. I think it's definitely in my top 10 list of documentaries. I loved the way Spike Lee shot that documentary. And it was good to see the people that he kept up with, or the people that he profiled in the documentary, like Phyllis Montana LeBlanc, who I follow on TikTok now. And I think the guy's name is Sherman Shakespeare Alexander. Mm-hmm. He interviewed former mayor of New Orleans and head of the NAACP, or NAACP as they prefer to be called now, Mark Morial. I don't think they interviewed Ray Nagin. They interviewed Lieutenant General Russell Honoré, who was the general who came in and helped to restore some order to New Orleans.
How fucked with
he wasn't to be played with.
At all. So, yeah, I want to hear what y'all thought of the documentary, Katrina, Come Hell or High Water.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm pissed off. It has been, at the time of the documentary, it was made in 2025. Mm-hmm. So it had been 20 years since the Katrina happened. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they are still, to some extent, suffering from the after effects 20 plus years later says a lot about how they treat
black people,
mm-hmm. poor people, and etc. What is the name of the housing project that they started that was supposed to help the people?
Oh yeah, Make It Right.
By Brad Pitt.
Brad, kiss my ass. Because they gave them people the bare minimum. Them people moved into them houses trying to start over and stuff, and they still had a bunch of fucking issues in them damn houses. Still had the one lady said that she had moved in 2015 and had put at least $20,000 into correcting stuff in their house.
Yeah.
If you gonna get them people something, give them something move-in ready that they trying to rebuild. They don't really have the money to be doing all of that. And their heat went out while they had a newborn baby in the house. I will say that the one person who got my kudos during that whole documentary was that what's that guy, that army guy,
Honoré.
General Honoré?
Yeah,
Lieutenant General Honoré?
Because he wasn't playing that shit when he was walking around saying, "Put them goddamn weapons down."
Put them down.
Put them down. Put it down. Put them goddamn weapons down. I liked him. I like it because he was about his business. He wasn't playing this shit. You're not gonna come in here and treat these people like criminals, and all they trying to do is fucking survive and figure out where the hell they gonna lay their heads, where they gonna eat it. They ain't had baths and shit in a week. They walk around here smelling like Badussy, and you pointing guns at these folks. They trying to survive, and you treating them wrong. That was bullshit. And my hat goes off to Wendell Pierce too. Yep. I appreciate it that he went back and he did what he needed to do in his neighborhood. In his neighborhood. He didn't forget where the hell he came from. And I appreciated that about him. I also liked how they included folks who really was there and went through this stuff and showing their lives now, what they went through, how they survived and stuff like that. That one lady took the hell out of me. That she didn't get the, what was her damn name?
Fellas.
Her last name was like what's her name? Was like Baptiste. Batista, something like that. That one lady that kept cussing. She was funny.
Did she have to go to for them out?
I think not the one with the head wrap.
The head wrap, yeah.
Not her. The other lady.
Phyllis Montana LeBlanc didn't have.
She ain't got no goatee.
She never goatee.
Oh,
it was the lighter skinned lady. Yeah. Her. She took the shit out of me. I liked her. What I will say is none of this surprised me, and based on what they were showing us and how this shit ended up happening, it do look like they blew them levees up. The way it happened, how they was fine, the next day it was just, damaged trees knocked over. People ain't had no electricity and stuff. And then all of a sudden, boom, and they flooded. And his body's floating in the water. And y'all going to, the one lady said, they came and got my white neighbor and left me here. It took them a long time to come back and get me. They went straight to him and got him first. They left our families floating in this water. They left, they just listening to them people's story. I mean, I've heard the story of Katrina before. But something was different about, because I saw the other documentary. But something was different about this documentary. I don't know what it was. I texted Brandy yesterday and said, Brandy, fuck you. Like, what the fuck? I said, my heart. Yeah. My heart was broken for those people. And they did not deserve what they went through. That one man who had to bury his mother and his granddaughter.
He detailed the story of how what happened. They made it to the roof of the house when the floodwaters was basically up to the roof line of the house. And when they started getting the family, I think they were in like a boat or a canoe or something to get to the roof. His granddaughter fell off the roof into the water. I think when they were at
3 years old.
First, when they were getting out of the window, jumping out of the window onto up a tree to get onto the roof, his mother, who was maybe 60 or 70 at the time, fell out the window into the water. He was like, I can't work. That's my mother, but I gotta keep these kids on the roof. And as soon as he got his first granddaughter off, the second one fell out off the tree. And it was sad. It was sad.
Like I said, a lot of them people never did find their family. Some of them people never did find their family members. They had the signs up with the phone numbers and the names of the people they were looking for and stuff. Some of them, luckily, like the one lady, she ended up reuniting with her family in Texas. Yeah. She said she seen him start walking towards her. And she was like, oh my God, like she really thought he was gone. Like I think it was her brother or something like that.
But imagine like the thing.
Just heartbreaking.
But imagine how it was now. Like nowadays, everybody has a cell phone, so you can call people to see where they are. You share apps and locations. People have phones.
Have somewhere where you can charge your damn phone.
Right. But back in 2005.
No, but it's funny that you said that, because if we had like the TikToks and the Instagrams, we would know. Like us as the public, we would have known what was really going on.
Right. Exactly.
One of the things that kind of pissed me off was like it was people that was trying to leave the city after they filled up the Superdome, and then they filled up the convention center. Yep. Then you got people trying to leave the city, and it's police officers, guns drawn, like turn back around,
go back
to the convention center. And it's like,
it's like they was trying to put them all in one place, hoping something would happen to them. It was crazy. Let me get the fuck out of here. I got the means to get the fuck out of here.
If I got out, niggas would know what's really going on. Yeah. And it's like, if you know what I'm saying. And that was the thing. Like, I think another thing that pissed me off was the guy, the white guy asked the black guy in the car, like, the dude was like, "It's the bus is coming," and he was like, "Who? Like when? When?" And the dude just straight drove off on him when he asked like, "Who's coming?" And it's like rolled off, and it's like.
The lady was telling the story of how bodies were in the hallways. She went in the bathroom, was Liddy in the bathroom dead. They went outside, the man sitting in his wheelchair dead. They just threw a blanket over him. He just laying in the wheelchair dead. The one guy laying on the ground just dead. They just threw a blanket over him. They said the smell out there was crazy. Yeah. It wasn't the smell of like rain. It was rot. It was rotten bodies. It was
in that heat.
It was the heat.
It was oppressive heat in Louisiana at the end of fucking August, dead of summer, where it's 90 degrees.
It just reminds you of
humid, and you have dead bodies and human waste.
Well, all them people were dying from COVID, and they was putting the bodies in the back of the big truck, refrigerated trucks, and then they was running out of them. So some of them wasn't in no refrigerated trucks. They was in the back of fucking trailers, like they didn't matter to nobody. Like it just showed that they didn't fucking care.
But General Honore said the realest shit. And when the lady was like, "It's people talking about bodies floating bodies," and then like, "What are you gonna do about that?" He was like, "Yo, what you want me to do? You want me to take these troops and put them on to help move that?" He was like, yo, my concern is
the people that still
living people. I'm trying to get y'all somewhere safe. I'm trying to make sure y'all good and y'all okay. I understand. I know y'all looking for y'all families. I know all of this is going on. He wasn't being insensitive. Right. I didn't get that from him. Him just saying, oh, well, fuck it.
He was saying, we got to make this.
He's like, we got to prioritize these folks that's alive. That's what I'm trying to do because nobody else is prioritizing. Been here
for days on end. Nobody else drinking water and haven't had food.
Hygiene and nothing. I need to prioritize y'all. I'm concerned about y'all. That I understood. I got that. But it's the rest of the motherfuckers who ain't give a fuck about none of them. Bush stayed on vacation until
days later. And he flew over
and looked like
the governor pissed me. Bitch pissed me off. Shorty, like when she talking about they are trained to shoot and kill if they have to, and it's like, bitch, nah.
But the white people that got charged, they talk about they were loitering, they were doing that. So the fuck what?
Yeah, on the East Bank,
and said that they shot them because they were black. If they seen somebody look like them that was loitering, they wouldn't have done anything. They would have like, oh, they need these things. They need to get these things. We just went through a disaster.
But remember,
because they were black, they shot at them people.
Soledad O'Brien, who I think she retired from. No, she didn't retire. But I think she left CNN years later.
She was at CNN at the time.
She questioned while it was going on. She said, "Why do you have it? Or why is the network or all these networks framing people in these dire situations?" Calling it stealing and looting and vandalizing.
Called them refugees. And that man said to them, they not refugees, they the citizens of this damn state.
Right. They from New Orleans. They're from Louisiana. They're from the United States. They were left. Those people were left. And a lot of it, I'll be honest, a lot of it was on the federal government, lack of coordination, lack of having a plan in place.
You knew it was coming.
So Keita
you knew it was going to happen.
I had to go jump in the shower and shit. And Keita was like, yo, when I came back, I was like, what happened? She was like, yo, they all don't like each other. Yeah. Like the government, like George Bush don't like the lieutenant governor don't like the mayor, and it's like it's a breakdown. I was like, yeah,
it was a pure breakdown of communication.
That one guy who was the lieutenant governor at the time said,
Mitch Landry.
Yeah, the lieutenant governor told I told my parents they needed to go, and she said the mother came back on the phone and said your daddy said tell the lieutenant governor to kiss his ass. That tickled the hell out of me. I'm sorry.
That is something that a lot of people,
but a lot of them did that.
A lot of people because they survived Hurricane Betsy that hit that area in 1965. They said, I survived Betsy, so I can survive Katrina.
This
and a lot of people who had family members that were begging them to leave, refused to leave, or because the storm hit at the end of the month, people had gotten paid. They were like, we evacuated for a storm that was supposed to hit months ago and either dried up or it downgraded quickly or it passed them, so they didn't have the money to leave. Yeah. And where were they going to go?
Yeah.
So sad.
I mean, I believe that it could be like it could be it could have been done it could have been done better. But I don't necessarily know what better is, and like in this present moment. Yeah. But the first thing I was thinking about is it's like, yo, you got a lot. Y'all got public transportation. You already know if you're doing a mass evacuation, everybody's gonna be in that car. Like everybody's gonna be in their cars. But you also gotta think about the people who don't have a car, like who don't have cars. Like I'm old lady, old girl whose son got killed. And it's like, she was like, she ain't had no car.
She never learned how to drive. Yeah.
Like, when she moved out of state, she was like, she didn't have no way to get around to do no way to get around to work or whatever. So she came back home. And then let's not even get started on the coming back home where shit got inflated like a motherfucker. Like she said, she's paying $650, and she came back and they was talking about $1,100,
$1,200. Yeah, they took advantage of situations. At the end of the day, I'm getting mad all over again.
I also remember the part where they were talking about people who did evacuate, and these people spent hours on the interstate to the point where they would run out of gas, and they would get to a gas station and find out, we don't have gas.
They don't have no gas, yeah.
And it's like,
what are we on?
What can you do, especially in those types of situations where you have millions of people fleeing the area because of a coming storm and everybody's trying to spread out and get away, unless you see the storm coming and leave a week early or leave 5-6 days before the storm hits.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing that pisses me off.
You be stuck in traffic 10, 12, 14 hours to go take a 6-hour drive to Houston or go east to Jacksonville or up to Mobile or Atlanta or something, because
that's the thing that pisses me off about people in general, like they were talking about the shit. They was talking about the possibility, and while I understand that we already did this before, so it's like I ain't trying to waste no money doing this again, and shit don't happen. But it's like, yo, it's better to have wasted that money and nothing happened, and you prepared for the situation. Then you knee deep in the shit, and we got what happened, and. It's been constantly on the news, and everybody says it's been on the news. We've been talking about it, but
some people were unaware. Some people they weren't watching TV or the news the days before the storm. They didn't know one was coming.
Yeah, we was living life. Like
the guys who were the musicians, we were practicing for a big show that was going to come over Labor Day weekend because the storm hit Labor Day weekend, and they were like, well. We was practicing. We've been in rehearsals for the past 2 weeks for a performance we doing. So we didn't even know a hurricane was coming until the day before the storm hit.
Yeah, I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, it's crazy how it was like how the shit happened. We weren't. It's like, yo, society wasn't prepared for that aftermath, that level of aftermath. And the old, the mayor at the time, he had a good point. The levee system was built in the early 1900s when they had early 1900s problems. Now,
it wasn't that. It was also not built to specifications.
Yeah,
I reviewed a lot of the footage and stuff. Basically, the reason why the levees failed, and in several areas, the levees weren't built deep enough. Like I think they tested pilings of how deep the levees were supposed to go into the ground. I think to hit bedrock to prevent them from failing. I think. Per the plans, the levees were supposed to be buried 17 feet underground. They said the levees in some areas were 10, 12 feet. They didn't reach full depth. So those weak areas, especially when you have water is fucking heavy and you have millions of gallons of water pressing against, it's going to give way.
Yeah, we was talking, like, I was telling Keita that shit. I was like you can't, water is probably the one thing that you can't like control
at all,
like really control. I mean,
your calendar book the shit, sir.
It's either, it's either,
damn,
like you said, it's either too heavy, too much,
like
too
a disco
heavy,
ball,
or
they glistening,
or
damn, Shauna,
crazy shit, bro.
It's all the same thing.
It's a reminder. But I say, damn, she got like 16 things on her calendar every day. But yeah,
she booked and busy, bro.
Right. It was wild also hearing the stories of the people who survived the storm in their homes and decided to leave because either their home the neighborhood started flooding, so they got out before the floodwaters came to their doors, and they went to, after the storm passed, they went to the Superdome or to the convention center, and they were stranded there for 3 or 4 days until help came.
Yo, that shit pissed me off.
Some people,
for that nigga to say he ain't, like, he just found out that they was going days without food or water, and it's like, we just found, nigga, like, you watching Mike Brown looking at the screen, eyes just
fucking
eyes blinking,
incompetent,
like blinking, period, bro. Like, I mean, I know we gave Dr. Fauci hell, yo, but nigga, you was fucked up.
100%.
This ain't even your wheelhouse, nigga.
They said that he was like
wrangler.
A horse wrangler, like a cattle something in Texas, and George Bush made him FEMA director. And when a fucking federal emergency hit, he was woefully unprepared to deal with something of that magnitude. When you have to coordinate with federal agencies and the governor and fucking lieutenant governor and the mayor of New Orleans, and all these people are coming to you asking for help. Where are the buses? Where's the food? Where's the bottled water that we need to send down? Where's the USS Comfort? And you like, well, shit, I don't know. We can't get there. I don't know what to do. We can't get people in. Send on the way down. He was working from the fucking command center at the state capitol in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing. And
it's like they had the airlift General Honore. I think he was a part of a squadron. I don't think they weren't in Baton Rouge. He was based somewhere else. No. He got airlifted via Apache to Baton Rouge. And he said, no, I don't want to go to fucking Baton Rouge to the command center. I need to be on the ground, boots on the ground, so we can start making shit happen.
Yeah.
Fuck that desk at the command center. I'm trying to be where the people are. Sorry, I'm spitting. I'm trying to be where the people are.
I mean, but that's because, yo, that was a Louisiana nigga, yo.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. But that's the thing.
Fuck that. I don't want to be in no fucking desk. I need to be outside where the people are so we can start making shit happen. Put them fucking weapons down. Why you got weapons drawn on these people? Put them down. And them soldiers was like,
yeah, because he outranked them. And they already know, you break rank. That's it. That's on you type.
Oh, yeah.
That's court martial. But I fuck with him, and it's like I don't. I was telling Keita, like I don't fault the mayor at the time and the lieutenant governor at the time, because it
Mitch Landrieu was out. He was in a boat going around.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Yep. These niggas was actually down there.
He said, "Fuck, I don't give a fuck that I'm lieutenant governor." I think Mitch Landrieu was from New Orleans. He's
people need help.
This is my city. These are my people. Mm-hmm. I'm going to rescue people from their houses.
These people need help. Yeah, and I can't sit around here waiting for the president to figure out what the fuck he gonna do.
He didn't give a fuck.
And then
it didn't affect him. He didn't give a fuck.
No, first of all, fuck him, because his bitch ass went to fucking Mobile, Alabama, and they was like, no, the president's just gonna fly over New Orleans because it's not safe. And it's like, bitch.
People were stranded on overpasses for days in fucking sweltering, fucking humid Louisiana swamp heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
little babies out there, like the babies out there, and they heat stroke, and it's I understand we weren't prepared for it
at all.
I understand.
There's no coordination.
That's some like
they could have been prepared. They chose not to be.
But you seen one hurricane.
The government could have. They knew that shit was coming.
But even still, remember they said when the executives, or I'm not sure what the term is in Louisiana for parish people who oversee parishes. Mm-hmm. Here we have county executives, but the parish mayors or whatever the term is, the executives of these other parishes, they were like, the Governor Blanco said, send your school buses to New Orleans so we can get these people out of there. They sent school buses, but they didn't send drivers. So they said, y'all can take the buses, but who's driving the buses to and from New Orleans, from New Orleans to either the Astrodome in Houston or up to Baton Rouge or to New Orleans, Memphis or over to Atlanta? Who's driving?
That shit crazy, yo. That shit fucking crazy. It pissed me off, and then it's like I appreciate Spike for bringing that shit to light. You know what I mean?
100%.
Bringing that shit to light, and because we needed, niggas needed TikTok and shit like that. Because you remember with the whole shit of overseas, they was trying to ban TikTok, so we can't see like what's going on. People ground level telling what's really going on, and it's like that was a disadvantage. Like you said, hindsight 2020. Yeah, that was a disadvantage that back then 2005 we was at a disadvantage.
We didn't have social media, but if that shit was happening, people wouldn't have phones because all the phones would have been dead by now. If they was down there for 3-4 days with no water, no heat, no power, there would have been no way for them to charge phones or telecommunications devices to call people. But to be able to have that first person perspective, to see somebody, we've been on the I-10 overpass right off of Claiborne for the past 3 days. We ain't got no water. We ain't got no food. We struggling, man. Where the buses at? Where the help at? Send somebody. Yep. A video like that would have had millions and millions of views.
It'll raise awareness.
Yeah.
Raise awareness and promote help.
I always say, and this isn't to take away from New Orleans. New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. I've been to New Orleans several times. Whenever I go to New Orleans, I feel like it feels like home. It's like love the people of the culture. We are blessed to live in the area we live in, that we don't have these major natural disasters that can come through, like a earthquake, hurricanes, tornadoes, and all the shit that, like, I could not imagine having to flee my house because of a storm coming, just for there to chance for when I come back a week later, my house could be down the street and at the school down the street.
Yeah.
And on the football field.
Yeah.
Flipped upside down.
Yo, the cleanup was crazy. Yo.
And they were even to this day, there are people I follow from New Orleans that talk about when they went back the first time after Katrina. They talk about 3, 4, 5 months later, the smell. They talk about they remember the smell of the air because it was so much death and mold and mildew from just like dead trees and dead bodies that were floating, and they started to basically rot and decay. And these people are buried in mud and houses. It just smelled like death.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine smelling that.
Couldn't imagine even being part of that shit, being there, like, just being in that. I mean, just being in those places. I mean, even when we was kids and we used to have like the tornado warnings. Yo, son, I'd be in the bathroom praying my ass off, like, please don't let no tornado hit. Like, please don't let no tornado hit us. And and then it's like, yeah, it's a weird thing. The one thing that I did one of the things I took away from it is teaching. Go learn how to swim. Y'all need to learn how to swim. Teach the kids how to swim, because that is a life skill that
100%.
that you do not know that you need
100%.
until you need that shit. Like that shit. Like when I was teaching swimming, like I was passionate as fuck about that shit, especially, when I was in Georgia and floods, down there, depending on where you at, the floods be crazy. So it's like, yeah, y'all like go learn how to swim, go take swim lessons, put your kids in swimming, because you never know, that's gonna be the thing to save your life.
Mm-hmm.
So to wrap this up, the people of New Orleans, specifically the people that were in the lower Ninth Ward, that were in the projects, that were in what was considered the poor areas, that were in the black areas, they were done wrong. Mm-hmm. They were done wrong. They were disregarded by almost everybody besides,
the people that was there.
People who were there and who gave a damn and who had the means to go and help them out. To still be recovering from something like this 20 years later is ridiculous. So I want to send my condolences to those who lost their families back during Hurricane Katrina. I want to send my prayers of strength to those who survived it
and
who are still living with the after effects and who are still rebuilding. And I want to send a big fuck you to those who watched those people suffer and did nothing.
Or it took them forever to decide what to do.
Did nothing. It's no excuse. It's no reason. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it was coming. Whatever happened to disaster relief and all of that other stuff, you didn't do right by those folks. And it's fucked up. It's really, really fucked up. Really fucked up. So, yeah, you ain't got to worry about me watching that shit again. That took a toll on me yesterday. I had to find something funny to watch yesterday.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot. That was a lot. It was. That was a whole lot.
And thank you to Spike Lee for coming back. I think he did a separate documentary. I forget the name of it. That's between When the Levees Broke and this one. I think it came out 5 years.
Save Ourselves.
Yeah, I think it came out in 2010, 2011.
They did, yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see that one, but this one...
I can't watch nothing else.
Yeah.
I can't. That shit is heartbreaking, but one thing Spike is going to do, Spike going to put that shit on Front Street.
He is.
He's always going to do that.
And like you said,
always.
Sending love to the people of New Orleans who... And it's not just New Orleans, but the Gulf Coast that were affected by Hurricane Katrina, because it wasn't just New Orleans, it was parts of Mississippi
Texas.
and Alabama. And parts of Texas that were affected, and places that were, there.
Some people went back, some people
never went back.
And built lives other way, elsewhere.
Yeah,
so
I'm not. And they brought it up too in the documentary where they were like, we've been in New Orleans for our whole lives. I'm a teacher. I make the salary working in New Orleans, but we left because of the storm, and now we living in Denver, and I got a job that pays you way more money. I got a salary. I got a nice house. My kids in good schools. Why would I go back home?
Yeah, so for some people it worked out. For others, they didn't have a choice, like those that couldn't get out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, shout out again to Spike Lee. Thank you for putting this documentary out. It was, like I said, it was good to see, Phyllis Montana LeBlanc, who I follow her on TikTok now, and her sharing her journey. It was fucking wild to see the picture she shared of her house when she went back to her apartment, and to see the bubbles of like the water that had been collecting in the apartment above her and her husband's. Like it was just mold and stuff just everywhere. Shelton Shakespeare, I think his name is Alexander, who ended up moving to Houston with his son, and it was good to see them too. And Wendell Pierce, and hearing about how I remember from the original documentary, he talked about how his parents had bought their home in that, I think it was Pontchartrain Park in New Orleans. And his father was like, well, what you mean the homeowner's insurance ain't going to cover this? I've been paying these people for 50 years. What you mean? They're not covering it.
Most of them don't have flood insurance.
And they went through, and Wendell Pierce assembled a team of people to go in and actually rebuild those homes, because there was all black homeowners in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
In these times, unfortunately, a lot of these regulations are paved, especially with the airline industry, when it comes to emergency management. A lot of this shit, unfortunately, is paved in blood. But the good thing is community will show up. Build your networks. Make sure you pouring into people pour into you. It always shows the power of people when bad shit happens, because sometimes the government is fucking slow to react or know what to do, because it's like, community will step up and say, we got you. We gonna make this shit happen. Let's get the shit done so we can save as many people as possible. Yeah. So, good. Thank you to Spike Lee again for sharing this. It was good to see so many people from the first documentary in this one. And yeah, we gonna have to pick. You might have to pick a Ratchet 2 movie next, because this was. I mean, granted, I picked this documentary, but shout out to y'all.
Thank you.
Are we doing question of the week or no?
This was heavy. I don't know.
Okay, well, we don't have to, because sis got somewhere to be. She got some beers to possibly blow up on.
Demon Slug, glazing beers like Cassie.
Hey, Miss Slug. If you have anything for us, feel free to send it our way at askwandapod@gmail.com. That's ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. You can find us all over the internet. We are at Wandapod _ on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok. Wine and Audacity, the podcast, on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget that ampersand. And we are Wandapod on Blue Sky, wandapod.bsky.social. Wherever you're seeing this, we have our link tree in the bio, be it down there, up here, over there. Look for the link tree. All of our links are there for our Spotify, our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to us, wherever you listen to your stuff, that's where we are. So come check us out.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And like he says, share
this shit.
Tried to steal my fucking thunder early.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did, you bitch.
Nah, nigga, you started it.
With that being said, we love y'all for watching. We thank y'all for tuning in. And we will see y'all next week on the first episode of May. On Wine and Audacity, the podcast.
Titties.
Until then, titties.
Yeah, I don't like it when you say it, bro.
You saw my thunder, bitch. I said the fuck I want.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.